A Bay Area woman becomes the first female to be crowned winner of a global lion dance competition in Malaysia. It happened during the group championship portion of the competition. And joining us live now to talk more about it is Jade Wong of Lion Dance Me. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, and congratulations to you. How does it feel to land this historic title for yourself and your team?
It was so crazy. Like, I never imagined that this was going to happen, especially since it was our whole team's first real competition ever. So we totally thought we'd be at the bottom of the pack. We thought there was no chance that we were going to win any kind of title, but turns out we came in and left with Western Lion King, so that was crazy.
Wow, and I have to just point out this is the trophy, right? It's I held it a little bit earlier. It's pretty heavy.
It is pretty heavy. I got really surprised when they handed it to me for the first time, and I was like, wow, this is a real trophy.
It's significant, and I love the lion. This is what you call the lion head right here?
This is just the lion head on the top of the trophy.
Oh, it's beautiful. And so tell us a bit about what kind of training is involved to get ready for the competition of this scale, of this magnitude.
Yeah, so normally we would train for 3 to 4 months before the competition, but actually we don't have the right equipment in San Francisco, and we also don't have a space to practice. We usually practice on the streets in Chinatown.
Wow.
So this time we flew our competition team out to Malaysia 1 month early, and then we met up with a local team in Malaysia, and we borrowed their practice space and their equipment, and then we just trained for that 1 month every day in Malaysia, and then we went to do the competition.
That's incredible. So this all happened during the summer months, and the timing worked out well for you too, because you're actually a student at UC San Diego. So
yeah, it worked out really well that this was my last free summer break. So we were like, okay, let's go to Malaysia.
Just so incredible. And walk us through the moment when you were actually competing, though. Does it happen on a stage and then you're in front of judges? Is that how it works?
Yeah, so there's actually a wide open, just imagine like a basketball arena, except the basketball court is us, and then your whole audience is on bleachers and stands looking down at you.
Wow.
And then you're surrounded by 9 judges on all sides because they're all watching to see every detail and then see where they need to take off points.
Yeah.
So you're surrounded by 9 judges, and then you have a huge table of judges also watching you from the side.
Oh my gosh, pressure's on.
Walking out onto the stage at first is pretty nerve-wracking because you know there's so many people watching you.
And what was going through your mind as you're going through the routine?
I think during the routine, I ended up just focusing on the moves, and I kind of blocked out everything. I couldn't hear the audience, couldn't hear if people were cheering for me or not. All I was thinking about was what we did during practice. And I think a lot of that goes down to how much we emphasize mental preparation with our team. Like, we spent the whole month like giving, our Sifu gives us like little speeches to prepare us ahead of time because he knows we're so young too.
Yeah.
And then we spent like the whole week before leading up to the competition day kind of talking to each other, making sure we would be prepared on the day of so that we wouldn't panic at the last second. And I think that worked out really well because I was able to focus.
And what were some of the messages that your instructor shared with you to help you guys calm your nerves in the heat of that competition?
A lot of it was, so again, we didn't go in trying to win anything. So we really focused on what we could learn out of the experience. So he told us after the first 2 weeks of training, he was already satisfied with what we had learned. And if we had cut the trip after the first 2 weeks, then he's already happy with what we would have gained from the trip. So the only thing that we could add to the experience at the end was just our experience going through a competition and seeing how it is. If we mess up, then that's just another learning lesson to take home, and it's not really anything to be worried about. So having that message in our minds really helped us calm down on the day of.
And what, in your perspective, what are the qualities of a great lion dancer?
I think the only real thing, of course, you need to be a little bit more athletic, need to be willing to go through the training. But if you're always willing to learn and if you're open to learning new things from other people, because even if you think that a team is technically not as advanced as you, there's always something you can learn from everyone. So as long as you keep that kind of open mindset, you'll be able to advance really far.
Very cool. And if people are watching this, they're inspired by your story, they want to get involved with lion dancing, they want to learn, how can they do that?
Yeah, you can always check us out on our social media at Lion Dance Me. And then if they're in San Francisco, we're recruiting new members all throughout the year. We just started our new recruiting cycles at 5 high schools in San Francisco.
Okay. Yeah. Very cool. All right, so they can check out your social media, and you're starting as young as high school, basically.
Yeah, we actually take in new students all the way from elementary to high schoolers, but our main focus is recruiting at the high school level.
Okay, you can start at a pretty young age. Very cool. All right, Jade Wong of Lion Dance Me, congratulations again to you guys. And you guys are going to be performing for us today.
Yes, we are.
All right, tell us a bit about what you have planned.
So we're going to do a routine over there on the ground and then do a couple lifts in there. We're going to put in a little section of the floor routine that we actually competed with. So that'll be a new thing. We usually don't do that for performances.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so we'll add that in just for today.
Thank you so much for doing that just for us. We appreciate it. All right, we'll let you take it away.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Again, that's Jade Wong of Lion Dance Me, and they're going to be doing a special performance for us live here this morning. So enjoy.